Okay, I just sent out a remind to remind everybody who isn't on yet to go ahead and join. So we'll go ahead and get started though, because it's 8:03. So I don't want to hold y'all later than we need to. So this is basically, we normally would do these in person, but given the circumstances right now, we are resorting to doing this on Zoom. We would like to start doing these once a week with you guys. And Coach McCall is going to basically be leading these sessions. But I just wanted to kind of give you all an update about what we're doing. So everybody should have a notebook, a fresh, clean notebook to write with, something to write with, obviously. And then because we need the notebook to have 3 holes in it because we're going to put them in a binder. We're not doing what we did last year with the binders. We are doing something differently this year, and we'll get into that later. But basically, this is just like one of those once a week, just kind of come in as a team and discuss something that's going on, and also get the brain training session in. And we can think of something else as a new name. And if you come up with a new name, then hey, shoot it my way, and we'll try to come up with a new name. But as of right now, we're calling them brain training sessions, and they will be weekly. During the season, they'll start, we're starting a few before because there's some of these that we need to have before season starts. So that's what today is about, and just to kind of introduce you to what our goal is behind all this, okay? So please take notes while we're doing this. Coach McCall is basically going to be leading this, but pay attention and just participate. And if she asks you to take notes or write anything down, make sure you're doing that. And that's pretty much it. So, Coach McCall.
Wait, can we have a second to find something to write with? Because I don't exactly just have paper with me.
Yes. It needs to be something that you can keep up with though, because this is a notepad that will be with you throughout the entire season, okay? So basically like a notebook for a class. So if it's something that you have at home that you can keep up with, then that's fine. But just, every session that we have, you need to have that with you. So.
Yeah, we'll provide the binders. It won't be like the big bulky ones. It'll be the smaller ones, probably like basketball has, so that you carry with you. And we'll give you like loose sheets of stuff every once in a while because there is going to be stuff that that we're going to specifically want you to write on your sheet, but it's going to need to go in that notebook as well, in your notes. So it does definitely, like she said, need to be something you can, you keep up with.
Are you good, Cheyenne?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so like Coach Serrata said, this is brain training, and we could come up with a different term for it, but it's what it sounds like, brain training. I don't know if y'all have heard in sports or not. I think it was Yogi Berra who said baseball is 90% mental, and I think that applies to a lot of all sports. That you don't have to necessarily be highly skilled to be able to get the job done well. You just have to be, the things that we've always talked about: focus, determination, competitive spirit, right? And that's what brain training is trying to help y'all really hone in on what those skills are. There's a lot of people that have those skills. We all know people that are highly motivated, and there are some of you that are like that, and then some of you that really don't understand what it means to be highly motivated. You think you might know, or you actually do know, but so we're going to be teaching you those skills, and then also the ones that already know it, we're going to be perfecting and fine-tuning those skills, because this is something that you're not taught in classrooms, right? We're all about content these days, and in volleyball and athletics, we're all about your physical work, but this is going to be a little more about your brain work. So brain training is teaching the intangibles. Have y'all heard of that word before?
Yes.
I'm sure coaches have. I'm looking for the players, if y'all have heard of intangibles before. So what do you think intangibles is? Don't all pop up at once.
Yeah, unmute yourself if you're going to answer, okay?
Intangibles. Nobody really understands what that term means, but you've always heard it, right? You see it, if you watch 30 for 30, if anybody watches the 30 for 30s, or, on ESPN, or if you've watched any sports movie, they always talk about the intangibles. The intangibles are things that, intangible means it's something that's not physical, but it's still there. So someone's mental attitude, right? It's not physical, you can't touch it, but it's still something desirable. So intangibles are something that it's not related to physical skill, but it's mental skill that they have. So an important thing to talk about, though, is intangibles that we're teaching you here. Yes, it greatly will benefit our program, but this is something that you will carry with you for the rest of your life that will be important for you to have, and something that will give you a leg up on everyone else, because intangibles are, like I said, they're not taught anymore. So, or they're not, they're not practiced, or whatever the case may be. So like athletics, being the athlete or being a good athlete is one thing, but being, motivated and focused and a leader for your team is going to carry on with you for the rest of your life. And it's an important skill set to have. So, that's what brain training is in a whole. Like, it's just intangibles, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is motivation. So what do you think of when you think of motivation? It's too early. We don't have enough.
Hey, guys, make sure you are awake enough to participate, okay? I know it's early, but we want to have your feedback on this, okay? And you can also be writing down in your notepad while she's talking, okay?
Right. So when we're doing this,
motivation is me yelling at them.
No. So Coach Lawyer brought up a good point. There's something called extrinsic and there's intrinsic motivation. So there's external motivation, like being gotten onto, and physical work and bribes, right? There are people that are motivated solely by external forces, right? Being yelled at by a coach, or being told to get on the line. There's people that works for, and then there's people that doesn't work for. So like Coach Serrato was saying, we need your feedback, because we're getting to know y'all as athletes at the same time as we're trying to help you understand all these things that make you a better athlete. So participation is because, like there's the incoming freshman, Coach Serrato's had him, 2 years now? You've had him 3 years now. I've never coached y'all before, so I don't know you. So if you're coming into a program and one of your assistants doesn't know you, I would prefer to get to know you before season, right? I don't want that time of not really understanding what your motivation is or what drives you before season. I want to know it now, right? So it helps me understand. It helps your coaches understand you. And like Coach Sanchez, she doesn't know any of you. So this would be a great time to get to know you at 8:00 in the morning on a Wednesday, right? So your participation is paramount. So like Coach Lawyer said, coaches yelling at you, there are extrinsic, and then there are intrinsic. There are internal motivators. So some of you do okay with external motivation. Some of you it doesn't really work for. But we need to, on your notes, you need to make sure you think about which one works for you best. Is it external? Is it internal? Do you need somebody yelling at you to get you to work? does it seem to help you, right? Y'all are all high schoolers by now, you know, if a coach telling you, you didn't do that right, let's do it over, or y'all didn't, then you need extra conditioning or extra running to help you focus. Does that work for you or no?
Me personally, I don't like being screamed at, but like with others, like like people, like I don't know how to explain it, but like hyping people up helps like motivate me, and then like I have like my own thing that like I want to be motivated to do my best for the people that I'm playing with.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Right. So it's different. Every athlete is different.
So hers is kind of like an extrinsic and an
seniors.
intrinsic.
Mm-hmm. So there are people that are want other people to know, or they want to be better for other people, and then there's also what's called egocentral, that they want to be better just because they want to be better, or they want to be better because they want other people to notice. And none of it's bad. You know, it's your motivation, right? There's self-talk. There's people that, you know, they pump themselves up. They can do it to themselves, for themselves, or there's people like Cheyenne said that hype talk, like being hype of other people, exciting them helps motivate them, right? So this is, none of it's bad, right? Because we're all trying to get to the same goal of being motivated. So it doesn't matter if if being yelled at a little bit helps you focus, if somebody hyping you up helps you focus, it helps you get motivated, if you talking to yourself helps you get motivated, it doesn't matter. But that's what we're talking about. We're going to really try to help y'all realize what works for you, because we're all going to the same goal. We want y'all all to be highly motivated, and helping you realize, because I don't know if you've really sat down and thought about it yet, but helping you realize what gets you motivated is the goal. So this,
I think, hey, Coach, I think Kennedy was going to say something a minute ago. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize how to unmute it. I was just talking about the motivation, and I said I think I speak for all the seniors when it's definitely internal right now.
internal.
I completely
Yes.
agree. I think this year it's mainly internal for sure.
Who is? I don't know that.
It's Courtney.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. I thought it was I wasn't sure with a picture, no picture, so I wasn't sure if I wasn't familiar with the name. So
Also, I don't know if Steph's still on here, but she has to get ready for work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw her
I just saw her.
message.
Yeah, I saw her chat.
Well, Coach Serrato is recording this.
Yeah.
So it'll be available for. Well, you're not the one on screen all the time, so
That's true. That's true. Don't mess up.
Yeah, thanks. But so Kennedy said, and that is something that you have to realize for yourself, and being in these brain training sessions and with participation, people are going to realize what helps everyone else, right? We want to get to know our teammates. We have a bunch of new faces this year. People, not only a new assistant, but we have new players that we've never played with before. You've never been their teammate before. So, helping this, this will help you get to know them better. Instead of halfway through the season finally figuring it out, right? Because you're trying to learn new skills and they're trying to learn new skills, and you're caught up in what you're trying to do and you're not understanding what they're doing. So all of this is going to help you. I promise it will. Sorry, I have all these notes. So, and this is probably going to be one of the shorter ones. I really didn't think it would last longer than 25 minutes because this is all about, we're introducing brain training and introducing the idea of motivation. And the next brain training session, which will be next week, we're doing it during our sport-specific skill work. We're going to sit down, and y'all are going to bring your spirals. So bring them with you. Throw them in your bag. It's just like your knee pads or your shoes. It's your volleyball equipment, right? It's something you always need to have with you. So bring your spirals or your loose leaf paper, whatever you ended up writing it on, with you. And there's some things I want you to brainstorm on your notes about. Okay? You need to brainstorm for the next time, because there's going to be specific questions for you we're going to give you to answer about what do you like best about your school life, your personal life, and sports life. So when I say what do you like best, do you like, like that your school life, do you like being with your friends more than the actual classwork? Do you like lunch more? Do you like the fact that you can just put headphones in passing periods? What do you like best? What do you like best about your personal life? Do you like the fact that you don't have a boyfriend and you're free to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, and you don't have to answer to anyone besides your parents? What do you like best about
Word to
those
that.
situations? Do what?
Word to that, Coach McCall.
What, that your parents or that being single?
Both.
Okay. Hey, is that what you feel free? You should feel free even if you have a boyfriend. Believe me, that's a subject for another day. You should feel free to do whatever you want. But what do you like best about this? So just brainstorm, right? I'm literally, as a coach, telling you to sit down and take a few notes and think about, I don't know if y'all have ever sat down and thought about this, but sit down and think about what do you like best about these situations. This is for you. These are your notes. So, we're not, as coaches, we're not going to say, everybody answer what you thought, because everybody's going to be different, right? We're not judging, if people don't like their friends or they like their friends, right? Personalities are different, but it's helping you determine what motivates you. So this, like I said before, this is going to help you be successful in every aspect of your life. So if you notice, when we are talking about brain training, we've talked about motivation. We're really not talking about what motivates you in sport. We're talking about what motivates you all around, right? Because helping you figure out how to be a highly motivated person is going to translate into being a successful person. And that's really, that's, if we didn't want to coach girls or young women into better young women, we would be coaching, club ball or something besides teaching the whole person, right? we don't just see you 3 hours a week. We see you over and over and over again. We're constantly, right? We're teaching your science or your English or your math or whatever, along with sports. So we are here to teach you to be better young women through sport, of course. But when we talk about these brain training sessions, a lot of them are not going to be about sport specific. They're going to be about you. And that's really what we're concerned with, is helping y'all be better young women. Some of you are already really, really good young people. But there's a famous saying, if you're not learning, you're not growing. So don't ever think that you're done learning, because I'm still learning. Coach Serrato's still learning, right? If Coach Lawyer and Coach Sanchez are still learning, if you're not learning, you're not growing. So don't ever think you're the best you can be, because it's always a goal that we need to try to achieve or try to attain. And like I said, these notes are for you, so don't think that you have to answer them specific to volleyball, right? Don't think that, well, what's your favorite part of school? Well, going to volleyball practice. If that's not it, then don't put that. it might be one of your favorite things. It should, I don't know what it is. If it might be one of your favorite things, it might not be. I need you to write it down and really, I'm not asking you to prioritize anything. I'm just asking you to brainstorm and write stuff down, because we're going to have questions that you're going to answer in your notes for you, because you're going to constantly be looking back at them, referencing them. Okay. Did we have any comments so far? Questions? I'm pretty much done for the day on this. I just want to get y'all thinking about it.
I like to say something. And I've been thinking a lot about the motivation you're talking about in these brain training sessions. Along with that, what you put into something, you're going to get out of it. So like the amount of work that you put into these sessions, the amount of work you put into your schoolwork or in volleyball, that's what you're going to get out of it. So if you're, kind of just going halfway on everything, you're going to get halfway results. That it's simple. If you're giving it your all, you're going to look back and you're going to gain the reward of your hard work, that kind of thing. So really, like Coach McCall was saying, take your notes, really put in your best effort on this, and you're going to really find out some things about yourself, and it's going to be great. And then you're going to carry these things with you for the rest of your life, just like Coach Serrato and Coach McCall was saying. So we're sowing the seeds right now, and they may not sprout until later on in life, but just put your best effort forward.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Treat this, this is serious business, right? Don't treat it as, oh, they want me to show up at 8 and I'll just scribble some stuff down. Like I said, this is for you. This will help you. This will give you a leg up for the rest of your life. I know it's hard to imagine as a 14, 15-year-old girl, that this is going to help you for the rest of your life, right? 30 seems like decades away, but it really will sneak up on you.
Before we all leave, so a couple things Coach McCall had you write down for homework for next week. So you need to be thinking about why you enjoy going to school. Why do you love going to school? That was number one. Okay. You also should have written down something that motivates you, and that, like she said, it didn't have to be just volleyball, but it needs to be what motivates you in life. Okay. So those need to be on there. And then the third thing I want you to start thinking about is a name for this, because I love brain training sessions, but the guys have something really cool for theirs, and they call theirs like Monday man cards or whatever. Like they get a man card when they do their lessons, and they do theirs like once a week too. So we want to have a cool name too. So if you can think of something, Lady Bulldog lessons, whatever, just something catchy that you can think of, then you write it down on your paper. Okay. And then a couple of things else that next week, or I'm sorry, today, the UIL is putting out some guidelines for what the rest of the summer will look like and possibly the school year. I'm not really sure exactly on that yet, what they're putting out today, but it was said to us yesterday that they will be putting up some guidelines for what sports are going to look like here in the next couple weeks and possibly months. So I'm just going to let y'all know that as soon as I hear anything on that, it goes to y'all, okay? So you will be updated just as we will be updated. And as of right now, everything's scheduled to start back up, on Monday. We'll be starting back on Edge, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be camp next week, okay? The 16th, 17th, and 18th. I want you to know also, I know a few of you have been like, are we still having camp? Is camp still going to go on? As of right now, it is still going on. We are in the process of looking for a a new gym to host our camp in, because with the UIL guidelines, as of right now, this could change today. Okay, the guidelines that they put out today could completely change this. But as of right now, public schools are not able to host their own camps. So that's why I'm looking for another gym right now. And I've asked like 20 different gyms, and I'm kind of just waiting for them to get back to me. So I'm going to be doing a lot of calling and emailing again today to try to make sure they know, hey, I need a new gym. But as soon as I find out anything, if there's any kind of change whatsoever, y'all will know, okay? So don't feel like you're in the dark with anything with camp. Make sure you're signed up, because as of right now, not everybody is signed up. There's only like 20 people signed up, and that's junior high and high school combined, okay? So we need a lot more people to sign up. And, you know, tomorrow is the deadline to have to pay $80. If you pay after tomorrow, then it increases to $90. So you want to get your registration in before tomorrow, okay? So just kind of be aware of all that. And like I said, I will update you as soon as I hear anything as far as camp changes or anything on any kind of UIL update, okay? So I'll give it back to Coach McCall real quick to let her close it, and then we can all get off and enjoy the rest of our day.
Yeah, we can all get off and do our workouts for the day. So there's a couple things on your brain training sessions. The notebook, that what you're taking notes in, you're going to be taking, there's going to be other things, right? There's going to be a whole host. We're doing brain training sessions all season long. So don't pick this notebook up and use it in math class or take math notes in it, or this is volleyball. You want to keep organized. And I'm not going to tell you how to take notes, because some people's notes looks different than others, but color coding I think is probably going to be best. And I'll show you how to do that when we actually have our notebooks with us. I'll show you what I mean by color coding the pages. Some people probably already know how. So that we can flip back, you can look back at sessions and we'll reference things from the past so you'll know where to look. But remember, take it seriously. The questions, I know it's not a lot. It's just, hey, what motivates you, or what do you think, what are your favorite parts about those 3 areas of your life? And if you have something additional you want to write down that you're thinking about, do that. Write that down as well. Anything that helps get you to thinking, a little more. I know our brains are stuck in neutral or reverse at this point. We've been kind of out of school scene for several months. We got to kickstart those bad boys. We got to get them back going again. Okay.
All right. Well, that's all for today. These won't be normally more than 30 minutes.
Right.
I mean, we are going to have them every week during season, so I'm not going to hold you for an hour every week about brain training sessions, but these are things that I definitely want us to have as a team, as a program, because like she said, it's benefiting you not just as an athlete, but as a person as a whole. Okay, so just always have that mindset whenever we do these. And I will update you as soon as I can on what's going on for camp and Edge and any kind of UIL updates. And hopefully I'll get to see you all on Monday. So I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll be sending out a workout here in just a minute. I didn't get a chance to before we started this. So I'll be sending out a workout, so y'all look for that. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions on anything, just let us know, okay? Have a great rest of y'all's day, guys. Glad to see y'all. Or your names, at least, even though some of y'all didn't show your faces. Bye, guys.